Hello, it is Friday night and we are all packed up ready to go to the market tomorrow. So my shoulder is feeling like a little bit better, which is such good news. I'm looking forward to the market tomorrow. It'll be a fun time. I will see you in the rest of the vlog. It's market day! We are on our way, a few minutes away. Fingers crossed. We just finished at the market and it was a super good day. Very, very happy with it and everyone was super lovely. So I will give a full debrief when we are at home. I'll probably do it tomorrow because I'm really tired. I'm gonna buy us some dinner to say thank you to my helper. Hello. It is 2 days after my market and I feel like I'm still coming down from the high. It was such a fun day out and like, I know I've only done 2 markets, but it was far and away the best market that I have even like been to as a person looking around the stalls. Everything was just like so well thought out and it was so much fun having like a stamp rally and a sticker rally and just other things happening as well as the market itself. It was just amazing, really well organized, really well run. So a huge thank you and shout out to Nicole and Annalise at Emotional Support Buddies for organizing the whole thing, and I really hope they run it again, but that's not what you're here for. You are here for a little wrap up of the market. So I'm gonna get into that, but first I'm gonna show you the things that I bought for myself and for some friends from the market. So first things first, I was across the way from Little Olive Creates and they make such cute earrings. So I bought these bluey earrings and I think my nieces are gonna love when I wear them. So when they visit at Christmas, these are gonna be on my ears all the time. I'm gonna be the favorite aunt. And then I also bought these Matilda earrings. Also, look at me being able to hold my hands up. And the last thing I bought is not for me, it's for a friend, but these, oh please, these wine earrings, heart wine. Those are all from Little Olive Creates. She had so many cool things. I could have like spent an entire paycheck there basically, and like something for everyone. I feel like I have one friend who I found the perfect earrings for, but alas, she does not have her ears pierced, so I couldn't get them for her. And then I also visited, don't know how to pronounce this, but Annalisian Art Studio. So I got a few stickers from them. The first one is this like little cat sticker pack, which obviously I'm gonna buy cat stuff. And then I also got a few vinyl stickers. This is me all the time, especially lately. We all know how busy I've been, so this felt very apt. And then I got this cat that says the demons won today. And then finally, no explanation needed on this one, I don't think. Just existing, this little crow So I love all of those. I think they're so cute. I actually spotted them on my first walk around the market, but I had literally like just taken my camera to do a walk around and I didn't have my phone and I didn't have my wallet, and I was like, I'm coming back for these, which I know people hear all the time, but I did go back. I also got a couple of things from Copitium Art, who was also so cute and super, super talented. So I got this little bow bun sticker. I love dumplings so much, so obviously I had to get that. And I don't know if my husband's gonna watch this. If he does, spoiler, but this was a really cute card, so I wanted to get it. And then I did also I got a couple of things from Pens and Needles, but they're not, one of them is here, it's up on my wall now. So I got the King from Hamilton as a little mouse. They have so many characters as these, like drawn as mice, and they're all so cute. So I got myself the King to have here at my like work from home desk, and I also got the Hamilton one to give my husband as a thank you for helping me so much for the market and like sticking around and having to interact with people, which he is definitely an introvert, and so I appreciate the fact that he was like willing to come out of his shell to help me at the market. So really appreciated that. Just a very small little thank you gift for him. The last thing I got was from my vendor neighbor, who was Jody from Dragonfly Crafts, and she was so much fun to be vending next to. It was just a really nice day being next to someone so friendly, and I wanted to support her as well. And she had these really cute pouches. The fabric is like, you think it's a newspaper, but it has like cat stories all over it, and it's really cute, and I thought I could use it for like putting my, I don't know, crochet stuff in. I feel like I always find a use for a pouch, especially since I'm about to go traveling, so I'm sure there'll be something that I can use it for. So thank you, Jody, both for being a very friendly neighbor vendor and also for my cute new pouch. That is everything that I'm pretty sure that is everything that I bought at the market, but I also took so many people's cards because I didn't like want to spend all of my money before I go overseas on holidays, but everyone was so lovely. Go and check out all of the people who were vending at the market. I will put a link below to the market's Instagram so that you can check out who was there. Okay, let's go through what I sold on the weekend. I'm gonna start with the things that I didn't sell any of. The stuff that I took but did not sell were none of my scrunchies sold. My 2 carrots, like the larger size carrots, they got comments on them but didn't sell. Same with the dumpling bag tags. So many people commented on them like, oh my gosh, it's a dumpling, oh my gosh, it's a gyoza, but then ended up like buying different things or gravitating towards different things. I'm not sure if I showed you those, but I just had them at $15 for like a little dumpling bag tag. They were cute, they got comments, but no sales this time. The pickles were the same. I think I need to add, I've decided after the weekend that I need to add little pink cheeks under the pickle eyes. I think that will help. So that's my plan for next time. I took 4 large octopus, none of those sold. My little swinging bee also got a lot of comments but did not sell. My hungry caterpillar similarly was very recognizable. People knew it was the hungry caterpillar, thought it was really cute, but didn't go home with anyone this time. My little chubby bunnies, none of them sold. They were kind of hidden for a lot of it. My little Yeti and little Bunny Pal, both of which were like pattern tests that I did back in the day, neither of those sold. They are still with me. My squid did not sell, which is not surprising because it was like the biggest and I think one of the most expensive items that I had, along with my bunny buddy, my knotted frog lovey, and my knotted hippo lovey. So none of them sold, but they were all like higher price points, so I was kind of expecting that. So that's all the stuff that did not sell. We're just gonna work our way up to the best sellers, okay? To keep you all on tenterhooks or whatever the word is. All right, so all of this stuff I sold 1 of, and a lot of them I only had 1 to take. So my heart bag tag, I did sell. I took 3 itty bitty bunnies, so like the little round bunnies from Crochet Me Zaddy. I took 3 of them, I sold 1. I had 4 triceratops left from my last market, I sold 1. I took 5 regular sized whales and I sold one of them. My baby axolotl found its home and the person was so excited there was an axolotl toy, so sometimes you just have to wait for the right person to come along, you know. I had 5 of my like chubby mushrooms but in big blanket yarn and one of those sold. I had a couple of the like toys that I made in my free pattern like testing weekend, how many can I make in a weekend video, which you should go and watch if you haven't seen it yet. But I sold the yellow chick and the small brontosaurus from that, as well as the crab. So all of those sold from those patterns and they're all free patterns, so go and check them out in that video. I also sold my pelican, which I did as a pattern test for Gwenny's Crochet, and I also sold one of my ghost pets. So I had 2 little ghost dogs and 1 ghost cat. They were from a pattern test that I did for Kayla at The Girl Who Knots, who is also another awesome Aussie YouTuber, so go and check her out if you haven't already. But I had done a pattern test for her for the dog and the cat, like ghost animals, and the cat sold. The 2 doggies are still with me. And I also sold so I had some like little chickens left over from my last market before I found the oak and mallow pattern. So I just had them at a cheaper price point and one of the small ones sold. And also my hippo. I feel like the Moodeng phenomenon helped with that, even though it didn't look like Moodeng at all, but that was awesome. And that is all the stuff that sold one of. So now we'll keep moving up the ranks. The chubby frogs that I took 4 of them. I sold 2 of them in total. I took 4 of these like kind of small bees that I have in like an old short of how many bees could I make from like, you know, 1 skein of each color. So I had 4 of them and I sold 2 of those. Then I had 2 bees that were on bag tags that were just from like a plush yarn. They were a little bit bigger and both of those sold, which was cool. The next one I'm so happy about, the little sleepy birds that I had. I have 2 mallards and I have 2 geese, and both of the geese sold. One of them, the person who bought it asked if I could make the goose a little bow tie. And I was like, oh my gosh, I have like black thread. I can tie a little bow on its neck if you like. And they were so excited about it, and it just made me so happy that both of these silly little geese found new homes. I did have them at $50 last market and I dropped them to $45 for this market, and 2 of them found new homes. So I'm really happy about that, and the people who bought them were so excited by them. So I'm delighted, as you can probably tell. The itty bitty kitties that I did as a pattern test in one of my old vlogs, I had 7 of those and 3 of them sold. Also, I had 3 turtles. 2 were dark green and green, standard turtle colors. 1 was orange and mushroom. All 3 of them sold, so delighted. And someone actually came back and was like, I knew the turtles would sell. I should have grabbed it earlier. So I think I'll make more. The loaf cats, I did a bit of a silly thing with the loaf cats in that I priced them incorrectly on my table. So they were meant to be $30 and I accidentally just put the sign at $25 because I don't know why I did that. I wasn't thinking, I didn't double check. But anyway, so I sold 3 loaf cats at $25, so bargain for the people who snagged it at the market. Let's just call it a market discount. I had 9 pocket whales and I sold 4 of them. However, I also sold a lot of my claw machine, and the pocket whales were in there and I was kind of refilling it with the pocket whales. So I think I sold more, but some of them are in the claw machine number, which you'll hear later. But 4 people bought them just on their own without wanting to play the claw machine for them. Then the chubby mushrooms that were just like the regular size, I sold 4 of those, and I think I sold all of the red capped ones I have. My big chickens, the oak and mallow chickens that I made with like Parfait XL, so they were like quite chunky. I sold 4 of the 5 that I took, but I sold all of the white ones. So the one that I have left is the one I made in like a kind of gray and black color. So didn't find a home. There was a lot of people at this market who owned chickens, and I guess white chickens, because they all wanted to buy the chickens that matched their chickens at home, which was really cute. I also had just in a basket of like $12 small animals, so it's kind of an assortment of animals. I sold 5 of them. I'm not really sure how many I took. So there was like a little pig, a little stingray, a long-legged octopus, a cookie, I made a little cookie keychain that was in there. So happy days. I sold 5 of those. My leggy frogs, oh my gosh, I made 13 of these leggy frogs for my last market. 0 of them, oh, I think maybe 1 of them sold. So maybe I made 15 for my last market and 2 have sold since then, 1 on Etsy, 1 at that market. And I still had 13 of them with me. I added faces to them, and I think that was like the difference because I sold 5 of them this market. Then onto my 3 best sellers. So the first one was my little flockers. I took 10 of them and 7 of them sold, so I only have 3 left with me. And they got a lot of comments as well, so that was nice. It's a really good pattern. It's a Knots by Jack pattern. It's paid. I think the one I have is the mini flocker pattern. She also has a little flocker pattern where they're slightly bigger. It was really funny. Obviously a couple of times I like popped out to go to the bathroom, or like I just wanted to stretch my legs, so I went down and ordered us coffees and lunch and then came back up. And one time as I was walking back to the table, my husband, who was like manning it and doing sales while I was gone, he was like, oh, there she is. And I was like, oh, what do you need me for? What have I missed? And he was like, it just took me so long to find these little bird keychains, because I had told him, I was like, I have named everything really easily, like just search the kind of animal, you'll be able to find it. Not remembering that I had called the little birds little flockers in my market thing from last time. And I think I stitched him up a little bit because he was really like, bird, chicken, hen, cockatoo, like can't find them. He was like, oh, it took so long. I'm glad you're back. I was like, I'm sorry. But anyway, they got there in the end. It's all fine. So that was my first bestseller, big tangent. My second bestseller was my claw machine. 7 people like played the claw machine. I had it at $10, like play until you win. I put kind of just random little things that I had made in there, as well as the pocket whales, because they were at a $10 price point as well and fit through the little claw machine hole, so I could do that. And it was so much fun watching people play. Like there was a few people who were like prodigies at it and got what they wanted the first time, but there was one kid who played it and they had honestly the most grit and determination of any child that I've seen. I think they took like, I don't even know how many times they had to play it, but probably there for a good like 6 minutes or so, trying to get the little, I'd made a little money bag that was like, the vibe was that it was a bell bag from Animal Crossing. And so I'd only made one of them and it had been in the claw machine all day, and they really wanted to get it. And like a couple of times I think I'd like overfilled the claw machine a bit in my last refill of it, and so it was kind of hard to get. It was right at the front, the claw didn't quite hit it, and then they finally grabbed it and pulled it up, and it was just by the keychain. And so as they were trying to pull it over the hole, it like the bag bit couldn't quite clear the hole. I was like, if you want me to shuffle it, I can shuffle it so that it's like a little bit easier for you to grab, but you can still play kind of thing. But they were like, no, I'm doing it. And yes, it paid off, and we all gave them a massive cheer when they actually like got it. So that was fun, a nice little bonding moment for all of us at the table watching this like success of the claw machine. The final thing that sold really well, I took 6 of these to the market and I sold 7 of them because they sold out pretty quickly, and so I was trying to make more while I was there. And they were the fidget mushrooms from Cable and Canvas. So I had a little sign that said like silent fidget toy, like try me. And so a lot of people were playing with them. A lot of people like wanted them, or like ended up coming back being like, oh no, they're all gone. I'm actually making a couple more as we speak. I just need to finish them off. But they're these like puppet mushrooms from Cable and Canvas. It's a free YouTube tutorial, so if you are a market doer, then you should go and check it out because it worked really well. I think having the sign saying that they were like a silent fidget and letting people try it was really the key. I really do recommend. I kind of stupidly didn't take any white with me. I had like green for frogs, and I don't remember what else, like, but I had other colors there. Lesson learned, I should have taken white because it's in like so many amigurumi things. I don't know why I didn't take it. Anyway, so that was everything that I sold, and altogether I made $1,333 in sales. The market itself, the store cost $110. The insurance was $37.81. The materials that I used, I don't have like a super exact figure because a lot of the things that I sold like were one-offs. And as I've said in like previous market videos, I usually only like time myself and weigh the materials and stuff when I make things a couple of times. So of the things I made that I like know those things, there was $80.60 in material cost. And then my Square Reader fees from like card payments was $22.91. So with all of that considered, my profit from the day was $1,081.68. I am surprised and delighted by that result. If we compare that to my last market, which granted, like people at that market said that it was quiet, but it was around Christmas time, so I sort of expected it to be busier. My profit at that market, which at the time I thought was like really good, was $462.48, which is still really good, don't get me wrong, but like, yeah, this one just absolutely blew me away. And I don't know, everyone was just super, super lovely, and it was such a nice vibe. And I think even if I like hadn't gone as well, I just would have had a really nice time, and the vendors were genuinely lovely and everyone was so nice. Nicole from Emotional Support Buddies, who was like running it, came around and was checking in on people, and it was just like one of the nicest markets. And I think partially due to the fact that the aim of it was to create a welcoming environment and an environment where people felt comfortable and felt like they could be themselves and like have chats with people, and the stamp rally really encouraged that as well. The stamp rally was really cute. It was like there was all these different, I guess, categories, and when you found a vendor who fit that category, you like got a stamp off them. And 2 people got the stamp from me that was my favorite stall, which obviously warmed my heart, my little anxious heart that thinks people will always think what I do is silly. That, yeah, it really made me happy. Am I gonna cry? I don't think I'm gonna cry. I think I'm okay. Yeah, so 2 people got that stamp. 1 person got the stamp of like, I spent the most at this stall, and someone else got the stamp of has the same conversation starter badge as me, because everyone, like all the vendors at the market, got a conversation starter badge. So mine was ask me about my pets. All in all, a very great time, and I would 100% do it again. I really hope they run more, and I hope I can be involved in more, but I also hope that a lot of other people get to experience it. So yeah, if you get the chance, go and follow Colourful Minds Market on Instagram so that when they run it again, if you're in Sydney, go and check it out. And if you're not in Sydney, check out what they do and like, I don't know, speak to your market vendors about it, because it would be awesome to have this kind of thing in more places. So that is my market wrap up for the day. I fly to America on Saturday. It is Monday after work. I fly on Saturday. I also released the Plush yarn for Patty and Bango's place last Friday, and that went like so much better than I could have expected, like as well as I had hoped but not dared let myself kind of believe would happen. So that was really amazing. And then the market on Saturday was really amazing, and I just feel like I have so much more energy for this week. My shoulder is feeling a little better. I have physio again tomorrow. I don't know, everything is feeling a lot more positive, which is nice, but I do still have quite a lot to get through before I get on that plane, and I feel like I'm almost looking forward to this long haul flight from Australia to America, because I will be forced to rest on it. And I'm gonna need some crochet to take. So if you have any ideas for patterns or projects that I can take on planes easily, let me know. If you have any information on like yarn stores or stuff to check out in the greater LA region, because I'm not staying near the city on my one day that I have, because gross. Sorry if you're from downtown LA, but it's not for me. If you liked this video, give it a like, and if you enjoy crochet, crafty content, or just like Australian accents, you could also subscribe and like watch my other videos. And if you feel like it, drop a comment below, let me know that you've watched this, let me know anything. Let me know whatever you want. Let's just like have a chat in the comments. Why not? If any of this was like helpful, or you want to know anything else about the market, or if you just want to have a chat, jump in the comments below. I would love to hear from you, and otherwise I will see you in the next video, which is probably gonna be some kind of content from when I'm in America. So I will see you then. Bye! Why can't I get this right?